Have you ever felt that life is more than just waking up, working, and repeating the same cycle every day? Deep down, you know there's a greater power inside you, waiting to rise. A power that can free you from stress, fear, and limitations. Today, we will uncover 7 secrets of spiritual awakening that can transform your life forever. These are not just ideas, they are keys to unlocking your true self, your inner strength, and your purpose. Let's begin this journey of awakening together. Awakening to your true self. Every journey of transformation begins with one powerful realization. You are far more than you've been taught to believe. From childhood, society programs us with labels. Your name, your role, your job, your religion, your nationality. Slowly, you begin to think that this is all you are. But here's the truth. None of these labels define the essence of your soul. Spiritual awakening begins the moment you pause and ask, who am I really? Think about it. Most people spend their entire lives on autopilot. Wake up, go to work, deal with stress, go to sleep, repeating the cycle without ever questioning its meaning. They confuse their thoughts with their identity. But the secret is this. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that notices your thoughts. Just like the sky is never disturbed by passing clouds, your true self is never diminished by passing worries or emotions. Let's imagine it another way. Picture yourself standing by a busy highway. Cars are rushing by. That's your thoughts, your fears, your desires. Most people are trapped inside the cars, being driven wherever the mind takes them. But awakening means stepping out, standing on the sidewalk and realizing, I am not the cars. I am the observer. This is the first life-changing secret, self-awareness. Once you awaken to your true self, you begin to see life differently. Stress, anger, and fear may still appear, but now you have space between you and them. Instead of reacting blindly, you choose consciously, and in that choice lies your freedom. Many of the world's greatest teachers, Buddha, Rumi, Eckhart Tolle, spoke about this. They all pointed to the same truth. You are a divine spark, an eternal consciousness having a temporary human experience. When you connect to this truth, the fear of failure, rejection, or judgment begins to fade. Why? Because those fears belong to the ether. Go, not to the real you. The real you is limitless, powerful, and unshaken. This awakening is not just philosophical, it's practical. When you realize who you truly are, you stop chasing validation from others. You stop living for appearances. You stop comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Instead, you begin to live authentically, guided by your inner compass. Imagine the peace of no longer pretending, no longer wearing masks, but simply being yourself, fully, unapologetically, joyfully. And here's the most inspiring part. The moment you awaken to your true self, everything in your life begins to align. Relationships improve because you stop expecting others to complete you. Success becomes natural because you act with clarity instead of confusion. Even challenges feel different because you see them as opportunities for growth rather than punishments. So the first secret of spiritual awakening is this. You are not your body, your mind, or your circumstances. You are the awareness behind it all. And once you awaken to this truth, you've taken the first step toward a life of freedom, peace, and purpose. The power of the present moment. The second life-changing secret of spiritual awakening is learning to live in the present moment. Most of us are trapped either in the regrets of the past or in the anxieties of the future. We replay old mistakes thinking, if only I had done this differently. Or we constantly worry, what if things don't work out tomorrow? But here's the reality. The past no longer exists, and the future hasn't arrived yet. The only moment that is truly alive is now. Take a deep breath for a second. Feel it entering your lungs. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Feel the ground under your feet. That experience is the present, and it's the only real time you ever have. Everything else is just a mental projection. When you anchor yourself in the now, you awaken to the truth that life is happening right here, Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but this very second. The mind loves to resist this idea. It tells you, I'll be happy when I get that promotion, when I buy that car, when I achieve that dream. But have you noticed that when those things arrive, the satisfaction is temporary? Soon, the mind finds a new target. It's a cycle that never ends, chasing happiness in the future but never truly experiencing it in the present. Spiritual awakening breaks that cycle. It teaches you that peace and happiness are not found in chasing, but in being. Think of children playing. They don't worry about tomorrow's schedule or yesterday's mistakes. They are fully immersed in the joy of the present moment, laughing, running, creating. That's why children radiate so much light. They remind us of how we were meant to live. Awakening is in many ways returning to that state of presence. Living in the present moment doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or never planning for the future. It means doing those things from a place of awareness. For example, when you're working, be fully present with your work instead of mentally drifting. When you're with family, put down your phone and give them your full attention. When you eat, taste each bite with gratitude instead of rushing through your meal. These small practices create powerful shifts in your energy. Eckhart Tolle, in his book The Power of Now, beautifully explained that the mind is like a time traveler. It constantly pulls you out of the present. But the soul only lives here, in this moment. The more you return to the now, the more you connect to your higher self. Stress fades because stress comes from fearing what's next or regretting what's past. Anxiety dissolves because it cannot survive in the present. It feeds only on imagined futures. So, the second secret of spiritual awakening is simple yet profound. Learn to live fully in the present. Every moment you are awake, aware, and here, you unlock peace, clarity, and strength. The now is not just a moment, it's the doorway to your true power. Detachment from negativity. The third life-changing secret of spiritual awakening is learning the art of detachment from negativity. Let's be clear, awakening doesn't mean that suddenly your life will be free of problems. Challenges, obstacles, and setbacks are a part of every human journey. But awakening gives you a new way to face them. Instead of being controlled by negativity, you learn how to rise above it. Negativity shows up in many forms. Sometimes it's external, people who criticize you, environments that drain you, or circumstances that feel unfair. Other times it's internal, the voice of doubt in your head, the fear that whispers you're not enough, or the habit of overthinking until you drown in stress. Before awakening, these forces control you like invisible chains. They dictate how you feel, how you act, and even how you see yourself. But the moment you awaken, you realize a powerful truth. Negativity only has power if you give it power. Detachment doesn't mean running away from life or ignoring your emotions. It means you stop letting negativity define you. Think of it like this. Imagine you're holding a burning coal. The tighter you grip it, the more it burns you. Negativity is the same. The moment you release your grip, the pain begins to fade. Detachment is that release. One way to practice this is by observing your thoughts instead of believing them. When a negative thought arises, don't immediately accept it as truth. Step back and ask, is this thought serving me? Or is it harming me? This small pause is powerful. It creates space between you and your negativity, and in that space lies your freedom. Another practice is choosing your environment wisely. Energy is contagious. If you constantly surround yourself with toxic conversations, gossip, or people who drain you, negativity multiplies. But when you intentionally surround yourself with uplifting, energy, positive people, inspiring books, nature, or spiritual practices, you create a shield around your soul. Awakening teaches you to guard your peace like it's your most valuable treasure. Even in relationships, detachment plays a crucial role. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You learn to love without losing yourself, to give without expecting control, and to walk away when something constantly poisons your spirit. Detachment allows you to keep your heart open while still protecting your inner light. The greatest masters all practiced this. The Buddha taught non-attachment as the path to liberation. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius reminded us that external events don't disturb us. It's our interpretation that does. And even modern psychology agrees. Resilience is born from our ability to separate ourselves from what we cannot control. So the third secret of spiritual awakening is this: your peace is too precious to be wasted on negativity. Let go of what drains you. Release what doesn't serve your growth. Stand strong in your awareness, knowing that your soul is bigger than any storm. Detachment is not about losing, it's about winning your freedom back. Purpose and inner calling. The fourth life-changing secret of spiritual awakening is discovering your purpose and inner calling. Once you awaken to your true self and begin living in the present, something powerful happens. You start to feel a pull inside your soul, a whisper, a fire, a sense that your life is meant for more than just survival. This is your calling. Most people spend years searching outside for meaning. They think purpose is a job title, a career, or a role in society. But awakening reveals a deeper truth. Your purpose is not something you chase, it's something you uncover. It's already inside you, waiting to be awakened. Think about this. Every person has unique gifts, passions, and experiences. No two souls are the same, which means no two purposes are the same. Some are called to teach, others to create, some to heal, and others to lead. Your purpose is not about copying someone else's path. It's about listening to your own. How do you discover it? By paying attention to what lights you up. Notice the activities that make you lose track of time, the causes that move your heart, the dreams that refuse to die even after years of neglect. These are not coincidences. They are clues to your purpose. Your soul speaks through passion. Awakening also transforms how you see your struggles. The pain you've gone through, the challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned, they are not meaningless. They are part of your training. Often, your greatest wounds become the very fuel for your calling. For example, someone who suffered rejection may find their purpose in helping others discover self-worth. Someone who endured loss may feel called to bring comfort and healing to others. Your pain can become your gift when you see it through awakened eyes. When you live without purpose, life feels heavy. Days blend together, motivation fades, and even success feels empty. But when you align with your calling, life takes on a new energy. You wake up with excitement because you know your actions matter. Work no longer feels like just a job. It becomes service. Challenges no longer discourage you because you see them as part of your mission. Even small steps feel fulfilling because they are aligned with your higher self. It's important to understand that purpose isn't always grand or flashy. It doesn't mean you have to change the whole world overnight. Sometimes your purpose is simply to bring kindness where there is anger, to bring healing where there is pain, or to bring light into the lives of those closest to you. Every purpose matters. Every calling has value. So the fourth secret of spiritual awakening is this: life is not about just existing, it's about contributing. Your inner calling is not outside waiting for you. It's inside, waiting for you to listen. And once you align with it, everything changes. You feel guided, supported, and unstoppable. Because you're no longer just living for yourself, you're living for something greater. Living with love and light. The fifth and final life-changing secret of spiritual awakening is learning to live with love and light. At the core of every great teaching, every spiritual path, and every awakened soul is the same truth. Love is the highest vibration. It is the energy that heals, unites, and transforms not only your life, but the lives of those around you. When you awaken spiritually, your perspective shifts. You no longer see the world through the lens of fear, judgment, or division. Instead, you begin to see it through the eyes of compassion. You realize that every person is fighting a battle you may not understand. And instead of reacting with anger or hatred, you respond with empathy. That is what living with love means. It's choosing kindness when it's easier to be cruel, forgiveness when it's easier to hold a grudge, and understanding when it's easier to judge. Love is not just an emotion, it is a way of being. It shows up in your words, your actions, your energy. When you walk into a room with love in your heart, you lift the entire atmosphere. People feel safer around you, more open, more alive. That is the power of love. It transforms not by force but by presence. And love naturally gives birth to light. The light inside you is your higher consciousness, your soul radiating peace and positivity. When you live with love, your light shines brighter. You become an example, a guide, a reminder to others that it is possible to live differently. Even if the world around you is filled with darkness, your light can pierce through. Just as a single candle can light up a dark room, one awakened soul can inspire hundreds, even thousands, to rise. Living with love and light also means letting go of the heavy burdens that dim your spirit. Hate, resentment, and bitterness are like shadows that cover your light. Awakening helps you release them, not because others deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. When you forgive, when you let go, when you choose love, you free yourself. And here's the beautiful part. Living with love doesn't only change others, it transforms you. Studies even show that people who practice compassion and gratitude experience less stress, stronger immunity, and longer lives. Spiritually, you feel aligned, connected, and at peace no matter what challenges come your way. This doesn't mean you'll never face negativity again, but it means you will face it differently. Instead of adding more darkness, you respond with light. Instead of spreading fear, you spread hope. And slowly, your life becomes a ripple of inspiration, touching people you may never even meet. So the fifth secret of spiritual awakening is this: make love and light your way of life. Let your words heal, let your actions inspire, and let your presence remind others that kindness still exists. The world doesn't just need more successful people, it needs more awakened souls living with love. And that can begin with you. We have now explored 5 powerful secrets of spiritual awakening. Awakening to your true self, embracing the present moment, detaching from negativity, discovering your purpose, and living with love and light. Each of these is more than just a concept. Together, they form a roadmap to transformation. They remind us that life is not about sleepwalking through routines, but about waking up to the incredible potential within us. Think about what we've uncovered. In the first secret, we learned that we are not our thoughts, fears, or labels. We are the awareness behind them. That realization alone can change everything. Because once you see yourself as the eternal observer, you stop being enslaved by temporary struggles. You awaken to your true power. In the second secret, we discovered the beauty of the present moment. The past no longer exists, and the future is just a possibility. The only moment we truly own is now. When you live in the present, life stops being a blur of regrets and worries. It becomes a gift you savor every second. The third secret taught us detachment. Negativity, whether internal or external, only has power if we hold on to it. The moment you release it, you reclaim your peace. Detachment is not about coldness or indifference. It's about choosing freedom over chains. Then, in the fourth secret, we tapped into purpose. Spiritual awakening ignites a deep sense of calling within you. Life is not about existing, it's about contributing. Your pain, your experiences, your passions, these are not accidents. They are the tools given to you to fulfill your mission. And when you live with purpose, even the hardest days carry meaning. Finally, the fifth secret reminded us of the greatest truth of all: love and light. Love is the highest vibration, the force that heals, unites, and transforms. When you live with love in your heart and light in your soul, you not only change your life, you influence the energy of everyone you touch. You become a beacon in a world that desperately needs hope. Now here's the most important part. These secrets are not just ideas to admire. They are practices to live. Awakening is not a one-time event. It's a daily choice. Every morning you rise, you have two options: to live unconsciously, repeating yesterday's patterns, or to live consciously, embracing your awakening. So I ask you, are you ready to step into your true self? Are you ready to stop chasing the future and start living now? Are you ready to let go of negativity, embrace your purpose, and shine your light with love? Because the world doesn't just need more dreamers, it needs more awakened souls, and that can begin with you, right here, right now. Your awakening is not waiting for someday. It starts the moment you decide to open your eyes. Don't wait for a perfect time. The time is now. Which of these 5 secrets will you begin to live today?